broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Ready?
Hi everybody, welcome to AfterBuzz.
Just taking Kelly Clarkson for a second. Jesus, Christian. Hello everyone.
Hello.
You are watching and listening to AfterBuzz TV's The Voice After Show. It's Season 8, Episode 9. The knockouts begin. I'm Jason Ikeler.
I'm Stephanie Giorgi. You can follow me at Stephanie Giorgi, and you can follow Jason at Jason Ikeler.
And I'm Christian Rosenberg, and you can follow me at Real Rosenberg.
And before we get started, make sure you're subscribed to us on YouTube and leave us comments. We write back every week if we feel like it. And if you're on iTunes or SoundCloud, rate and comment there as well. Give us 5 stars. And if you want to talk to us tonight, we're using the hashtag ABTV Voice, I believe, or whatever it says on the screen. Follow that along.
I have a question, Jason. Which show was it? American Idol, The Voice, for those comments? My bathwater?
I don't know. I think that was American Idol.
Okay.
Stephanie G and I cover American Idol and The Voice.
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Soak up Stephanie's bathwater.
Right. That's it.
What do they want to do with your
really
bathwater?
Sweet comment. Thank
This
you.
is a family
They want to be
show.
your bathwater?
They want to do some things we can't say on the internet.
Oh, lovely.
Anyways,
Right.
let's talk about tonight. We have Nate Roos joining from Fun, and he kind of did what Taylor Swift did last season, where he advises all of them. And I thought I've never really gotten to see his personality, and he's really fun, and I'm glad to see him on the show.
I like him. He had a
Likewise.
good sense of humor. Obviously, he knows his stuff. I mean, he has a track record for it.
Well,
but he was
writes
really entertaining.
He writes a lot of pop hits, too,
Yeah.
Yes.
like in addition to just his fun songs.
Right.
So
He was just
songs.
entertaining to have around. Like he had a good sense of humor while still giving good direction and everything. I actually really enjoyed him.
I loved his direction. It was great. I thought everything he had to say was awesome.
Okay.
And he felt very into it, you know?
Yeah. He seemed gung-ho about the show.
Right.
Okay, Team Christina started us off with Ashley Morgan versus Sonic. Let's start with Ashley. She's saying Heartbreaker.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought she looked gorgeous. She looked the part. She rocked it. She has a really powerful voice. I cannot believe no one stole her.
I guess I kind of can. I want to say the best part of the performance was towards the center, where I really got into it, and I just kind of started dancing and singing with her because it seemed as if she loosened up at that moment, and then the rest of her song was as wanting to sing it the way the song was saying, you know, not really coming from her,
Yeah.
which is what they said, right? She needed a little bit more personality. I mean, she showed it, so I feel I'm not going to discredit her for that. I just feel that there was something missing. I wasn't completely connected to her.
I think it was sort of a vanilla performance. I think she's a really great singer, but I don't feel like she was connected at all to the song. And I think for a song like this is like a raspy, like sort of grungy song, and she made it too pretty.
And she was, I felt she was almost rushed.
Yeah. I agree, but she's
But
an
it's an
insanely
up-tempo,
good
right? No, she
singer.
is.
It's why it's
Yeah.
like it feels bad like knocking on her.
Right.
But I don't think she did anything. Like all she showed us was that she could sing.
She did everything right, but she didn't do anything to be like, oh, you're
Extra,
the right
yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's good.
Did you like that?
That was really good.
Did you like that?
Wow,
Once in a
okay.
while, I can come up with some good
Every
ones.
now and then, like don't let this go to your
Once a
head or
season.
anything.
Who's
Once a
coming?
season, I'll have a good one.
Up next, she went up against Sonic, who sang A Woman's Worth. I actually didn't like Sonic's performance. I thought it sounded more of like an impression of Alicia Keys, especially the run she did. It just
Yes.
sounded like she was mimicking her.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. I like her sound. I'll give her that, but it reminded me so much of Alicia Keys.
I actually felt like there was almost maybe a few too many runs in this, because it got to the point where there were some verses where she started dragging.
Yeah.
But I know she was doing it intentionally. She's, again, fantastic, really talented, maybe 2 or 3 too many runs.
I think actually tonight, I love R&B music, but it's bad for competition shows. because it doesn't really have a build. It's just kind of like smooth.
Right,
And you
it's
just have
that
to be
relaxing
into it.
music when you're. Yes, I understood.
And so it's not good to like draw you in and like take you on an emotional journey necessarily for a reality show. And I think there was a couple songs, this being one of them tonight, where I was like, bad song choice. Like, great song, bad song choice for the show.
I agree. Also, I feel that, you know what? She's just not good with her transitions, her musical transitions. When between certain notes,
it's a little choppy.
It's a little choppy.
We talked about the same thing with the Money on My Mind song.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
and
when
that's
she switches
exactly
from
it.
her
From,
falsetto to her chest voice.
voice, yeah.
It's like you're supposed to be able to do it so smoothly, and she has to like stop and then change.
And then, right, because it's as if she's thinking, she's like, okay, now let me put it down on my diaphragm. Ready, go.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
It's like somebody I was going to make a car reference, Christian, so I thought you'd be proud of that. It's
Okay.
kind of like sports.
Yeah.
But it's like when
Cars
you're
are
driving.
just
Oh my
like
God.
sports, Jason.
They're hard.
Yes.
I've never
but when
heard a
you're
sexist
driving-
thing being said to like about men, except for that comment. Oh my God.
I'm gonna make a car reference, so Christian, you can relate because it's
like
almost
football,
like
right?
sports.
Yeah, I don't know. But
What?
it's like when you're shifting a car, you have to do it smoothly or it's
Right,
going to jump.
or it's gonna jump. That's exactly
And
it.
that's what
She
she's
doesn't press
doing.
the clutch
She's
down when
going-
she
yeah,
she does
needs
it.
to like let off that clutch smooth.
Work on your gears, baby girl. I was able to.
You got that.
I got it.
Sorry, Christian. This is just the men
I just
talking.
love how you compared cars with sports.
They're all.
It's all the same to you.
things that I'm bad at. Okay, so Sonic won. I don't think I would have gone with Sonic actually.
I think honestly, this was the closest battle of the night,
Yeah.
and I'm not surprised that Sonic won. But it definitely could have gone the other way. Like I was saying, I'm just really surprised that no one stole Ashley.
I think she's good, but I think what she has in vocal ability, she lacks in personality and in like star quality.
Right.
Let's talk about Team Blake. He had Brian Johnson, who sang Nothing Ever Hurt You, versus Sarah Potenza, who sang Wasted Love. Brian,
He's a great singer.
okay.
dad joke time, but it kind of seemed like nothing ever hurt him. Because he just seems like he's just a super vanilla guy who's really happy and cheerful. And he sounds really good. If you're just listening to it, he sounds amazing, but he's not fun to watch. He wasn't connected like visually with the song, and I was just kind of bored.
Go ahead.
Sarah, I was just gonna say that Sarah just owns the stage in comparison. I mean, he does sing great, but like you said, he has a good voice. He has a great voice, in fact. But I think that's all I can really take from him. Whereas when Sarah performs, she's just such a cool woman, and her heart is 100% in it. And I feel like she has things to teach people, and like I'm sure that she could teach a lot of people everything.
Yeah, this was like one of the few performances of the night where I was just like, oh, time to check my Twitter on my phone because I am bored.
This is an interesting pairing, actually, because I feel like maybe Blake put them together just to kind of get rid of him.
And then he got stolen.
Well, don't give it away.
Well, most 99% of people listening to this show have already watched this.
So let's talk about Sarah's performance then. She sang Wasted Love by Matt McAndrew, which I thought was a really smart song choice because people watching The Voice know that song.
Right. It was
Like,
risky,
that's the only
too,
place
though.
you could sing that song and like cover it.
Right.
But I thought vocally she slayed the entire thing. Visually, I don't.
You don't like her hair.
Well, I was even going to comment about her
Oh,
clothing.
okay.
Her performance when she was there at the beginning, I felt like she looked kind of bored.
Okay.
And then once she moved away from the mic and got into it, then I thought like, oh, she looks like a rock star.
Exactly. Okay, I'll agree with that. Otherwise, her vocals, the way that she delivered that song was perfect. I loved the way she looked, and even when she's standing there, I think she's just needing to sing her verses right, and then she gets into it when she's supposed to. As far as the build-up goes.
Yeah, I think she's one of the favorites for the finale right now.
Oh, you're taking her that far.
I think she's going to be like Matt McAndrew was last year. Just, she's just this powerhouse that you wouldn't necessarily expect from this person. And her fan base is going to grow week after week after week.
I will say that whenever I see her, I'm like, oh, she's all right. And then she wins me over every time she performs. She's not necessarily somebody I'm like rooting for.
Right.
But every time she performs,
so
I believe in her more.
Right.
I'm like, wow, you did this.
Exactly.
Now you did this.
She's the kind of performer that I feel like just demands it. Like you look at her, you watch her perform, you're like, damn, I'm supposed to like her because.
Yeah, even if you
You
try
just know
not
it.
to, she's just so good.
Exactly. Yeah.
So she won, and like you said, Adam stole Brian Johnson.
Yeah, how did he get stolen and Ashley didn't? That's the part I don't get.
Do you think, I don't know actually, because I'm trying to figure this out, because after the knockouts, there's not like double knockouts or anything.
No,
they
no,
always throw something different.
They go to the because then each team's got 5.
Yeah.
And then you have like one night of each team, and then it ends up with their 3 for the live.
Yeah, because I don't feel like
he should not be in Adam's 5.
I mean, he's a good singer, but he's not going to win the show.
No,
Right.
he's not. He's not going to. He's not going to get. To
I don't
the
understand
live.
what Adam keeps trying to do. I feel like he's trying to come at this whole competition from a different angle this season.
Yeah.
And it's just not really working to his advantage.
So his next pairing was Clinton Washington versus Nathan Hermida. Clinton sang "Wanted" by Hunter Hayes. At first when he said he was singing this song, I'm like, oh, that is a perfect song choice because I think his voice fits well with it. But I think Hunter Hayes, when he sings it, he's playing the piano, and he maybe doesn't have as big of a range as Clinton does. And so I think Clinton's voice was almost too big for the song.
Right.
And so he oversang it.
Yes. Actually, that makes complete sense because there are some songs that you just want to hear some, not grunting, but even the way that Hunter Hayes sings, like he stays in like a very close range.
Yeah.
A pocket, exactly. He stays in this pocket, but because of the way he kind of sings his music and, has that little
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
country
he's
in him.
writing it.
Right. So then he delivers it more, which is what he was trying to do with his voice, but he didn't need to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where was the guy from last week? This wasn't him. This wasn't the guy that got stolen last week.
Right, with Stay.
With such a great
almost,
performance
to me,
last
reminds
week.
me if like Josh Groban tried to sing a country song. What it would sound like.
Like
just too big for the song.
Yep.
Not that he has a bad voice.
Actually, yeah.
But it's just not a good fit.
That's a fantastic comparison.
And I think thank you. I think the twang in his voice was not there before, correct?
Oh, this guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
he sang it. He
like,
did
yeah,
what Keith doesn't like. He had the accent
He
to
adds
sing
the
the song.
accent, which is not what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
No,
And then it
'cause-
kind of confuses people because they're like, "Are you a country artist?"
And
What
I think
are you?
he's
You're
saying
an
it because
imitator.
he
Yeah.
hears himself sounding similar to Hunter Hayes in certain specific, like right here, like those notes.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh, I'll probably sound good if I could do it like him, but
But then it doesn't sound like Clinton. And
Right.
now, if he,
then
which
just gets
he's
thrown
not,
off.
had he been saved, I wouldn't know anything what to expect from him for his next performance, which is bad because you want people at least to have some sort of expectation.
right, or at least be excited to see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So he went up against Nathan Hermida, who sang "Leave Your Lover" by Sam Smith. I think he had the opposite problem. I think this song is way too big for him.
Oh, really?
I like the idea of it, and I think he approaches it well, and I'm actually liking it more hearing it the second time. But I think he sang it a little too, like, he has a little too much diction. Wake
No,
up and
I think
leave
it-
everything. Like, it's a little bit like that. And I think he's too young to sing the song.
You think so?
No, this is like I was saying in the back. This is like your typical high school drama show on ABC Family, where all of a sudden here comes the kid with the stage fright getting on stage because he has his talent to
But he
sing a
has
song
this
to the girl he has a
voice.
secret crush on, and impresses her and wins her over, and she leaves the quarterback and goes to the nerd, and then the credits roll.
Okay.
That,
All right.
It's very specific. Stephanie G, how'd you feel about it?
I'm gonna say that I agree with that scenario. But I think he did great. The only thing that he needs to do is, I would say, just not sing a ballad next time, and let's see if we could see him do some kind of like stage work.
Yeah.
Because he has a great voice. He sounds dope, especially when he sings some R&B, because I think he does sing with seduction, and like his high notes were perfect the whole time. I mean, I know Christina heard some pitchiness to it, but
Yeah, I heard that too.
right. But I mean, I didn't catch it just because I was enjoying the performance. So
Do you know the original well?
no.
Oh, I think if you heard the original, I'll play it for you after. But it's just like it's Sam Smith, so
Right.
it's like an Adele vocal. And so I think you compare it to that. But
Oh,
I
it's an
bet,
Adele. Okay.
But I bet like it's a Sam Smith song. But you know what I mean? Like
No,
it's
I know,
like
but like the way people can't sing
Yeah.
Adele when they try to. Yeah.
I think I don't know. I think he's gonna be fine.
I don't
but
understand
think
why
he
the
should just
English
sing a
has
smaller
such
song.
better singers than America.
Yeah, that's true. We have Kelly Clarkson
Yeah.
and Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
We're good.
All right.
that's all we need.
So Nathan won that. I think he deserved to win.
Yes.
I think so also.
That one might be good for Adam actually.
It
Oh
would
yeah,
be really
Adam
good.
can work well with him.
Yes.
Okay, so next we had the three-way knockout on
Oof.
Team Pharrell because one of the contestants,
I was
for
trying to.
personal reasons,
I was
maybe
searching
he's
this.
in rehab, maybe he has a drug problem,
Well, there were several.
maybe he's pregnant.
There were like several different rumors that were like going on online talking about it. Anthony was it Davis? Anthony Riley, because they were saying personal reasons, or he didn't want to be on this commercialism show, or he didn't like the amount on his contract that he wanted. These are all different things. These are all speculation things that were on sites galore. I was trying to search as to why he would suddenly leave the show. But all of a sudden, we got a triple threat of the kids. That's pretty much what happened.
You just reminded me of something that we're going to talk about in news and gossip. Is Tess Boyer missing? We will let you know at the end of the show. Anyways, let's talk about Mia first. You want to do her?
Yes.
She's saying, "Hold on, I'm coming." I'm just going to say this is the best performance of the season.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily. She is now, in my opinion, the favorite to win the damn thing.
Yeah, after tonight. I honestly didn't remember her before this performance. She reminds me if like Ariana Grande and Hayley Williams had a baby.
Ooh, and that baby would be better than both of her parents, absolutely.
But like, cause she's got like that sort of like feisty thing that Hayley Williams has.
Mia,
but then she goes and hits those falsettos.
Mia 100%. Like, and I bet you if they did a knockout between her and Christina Grimmie, Mia would win.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I was going to say, she reminds me a lot of Christina Grimmie.
She reminds me because of her age and how the way she comes off. But the thing with Mia is that, damn, look at the way she looks, the way she dresses, the way that she dances. She's
got way too much sex appeal for her age.
Hey, but that's okay, because guess what? Sex appeal sells.
It's creepy when you say it, Christian.
She's got way too much sex appeal for her age.
It's all right.
Was that weird?
Okay. No, yeah, stop. Okay. No, but I thought she did great. I mean, that girl is dope. She's the one that I remember every time. In fact, her and Sawyer are my two favorite contestants on the show right now.
She is so good, and I'm excited to see what Pharrell does with her.
Yeah.
Right?
Because she could go an R&B route, she could go a pop route, she could go like an indie route. She can do anything.
She's got a lot of options.
There's so many gnarly people that I could hear, like I could imagine her sing with.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
It's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
So up next was Paul Bowe, and he's saying, "I don't need no doctor." I'll just let that falsetto play.
Yeah.
Sorry, Paul. You had to go after that.
Paul
was okay. He had the same problem that I think Clinton had, where he faked his accent. If you listen to his vowels in this song, this is not how he talks. They're very strange, and it's him trying to sound artistic.
Yeah, it's the thing. Like, he was good, but he didn't take any chances in this song. It was just a fairly simple, for the most part, even keel song. He just did his part. I feel like he was just going up there to sing, not going up there to try to win over.
Which is weird, because didn't he do like a throwback song last time that was like, we were all blown away?
To the moon. Yeah, and it was fantastic. But no, I agree. I think that he just gave us a performance.
Yeah. I just can't get over I don't need no doctor. Like, that's not how you talk. You don't need to sing that way.
Right.
Knock it off. I like the rasp, though. I think he has a great tone. Mm-hmm. But...
No, you know what I think? It's what Christina said. I think his vocals got lost in it. Like, I didn't hear him anymore. I just kind of heard the song, but I wasn't listening to him anymore.
Well, you were talking about before how Nate had too much diction. He did not have enough.
Yeah, I agree. Because you literally don't know what he has Ariana Grande mouth.
I was gonna say Bob Dylan-esque.
Oh, I was gonna be a little more current.
What do you mean? Ariana Grande doesn't.
If you listen to her, you can never understand what she's saying.
Because she's like, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I didn't mean to make that face.
I love you, Ariana Grande, though. It's okay.
Please, someone at home, make that vine of him doing that run and just have it loop over and over and over and over again.
Go for it. Up next, the final was Sawyer Fredericks, who sang Clyde by Howie Day. Great song choice. I don't think this has been done in the show, at least.
Well,
I
hate that song.
Oh, I love that song.
I hate that song, but it's like, damn, Sawyer, how do you make me like it after you sing it? Like, and what Adam said specifically, the thing about Sawyer that's just so incredible is the way that his voice fills up the room. And it's like, it doesn't even look like he's trying to project, but his projection is just there.
What's interesting is, like, overall, I feel like he has, like, a great performance. But if you analyze, like, every single note, it's not good. But like overall, he just makes you feel connected.
He reminds me of Bob Dylan.
Yeah, it's kind of that. Like, he's emotionally connected. I feel like technically he does a little too much on every single word. Like he puts a different vocal trick on every single word he sings, but for some reason it doesn't feel like he's doing too much. It's weird.
I don't think that he's putting a vocal trick on it. I do think that his notes are sometimes off, but with the way that he sings and delivers it, it's okay and it's fine because it's one of those artists that come around very seldomly that you're like, oh my god, this is someone.
Yeah.
This guy was born in the wrong generation.
Exactly.
If he was this age in the 60s,
God, he
would be one of, like we would be talking about him as well, like a great like rocker of that area today.
And the only thing because the only thing that people would hear before, we didn't have YouTube, we just had, that's what I always try to figure out with a lot of these contestants.
We had things called records.
Well, we just heard their voices. We had the radio.
Yeah.
So that's all you got from them. We didn't learn their personality and what they looked like and if they were pretty and if they did this cool or that cool. It's like, nope, either you sing good or you don't.
Yeah. But they didn't have TV back then either, so they didn't have to watch it.
No reality shows.
I don't know. He's really good. I'm excited to see what he does next.
Yeah.
I think he needs to, at this point in the competition, he needs to do something to shock us. Because he's proved to us he can do this type of music really well.
I don't think that this song has any comparison to like his well, actually, I didn't
like the same vibe though of the songs.
Okay.
But I think he needs to take like a super current song, like I don't know, like a Selena Gomez song, and make it into this type of music, or do something to shock us. Because I think he's gonna lose the younger audience.
You think so? No, I think he could just sing like a Mumford and Sons. Or,
that would be
really
similar?
good for him.
Like a Mumford and Sons would be good for him, or even like a Lumineers.
Oh, I'll give you that.
What about Fun? Could he pull it off in a lower register?
Maybe. TBD.
Ooh, what if he sang like "Just Give Me a Reason" with Pink? No, because it's a duet. Never mind.
He could do it as one.
Right?
Sing
You
both
can
parts.
do it.
So Paul got eliminated.
Yeah.
Nobody stole him in it. I think
No,
that's
but
fine.
that was the right call.
It was. Okay, the final of the night was Megan Lindsey versus Travis Ewing. Megan sang Natural Woman.
This wasn't the last one of the night.
Yeah. It was.
Oh, no, it wasn't. I lied. Whose team was she on? She was on Christina's team?
She started on
Pharrell's
team.
And then Blake stole her. When she told me she was singing this song, when she told me personally,
she texted
I was
Jason.
thinking, like, don't do this. Like, you're not going to be able to, like, everybody's done this.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
And
I was watching it, like, I don't want to get into this. Oh, damn. And then she got it, and she was so good.
I was really impressed with this. I was not expecting this type of performance from her at all.
She reminds me a lot of Danica from last season.
Oh, a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But she almost sang the song how Janis Joplin would sing it.
She absolutely did. I agree.
And the only problem I had was the actual ending of the song, I feel like was kind of a disappointment.
Yeah.
Like the last 3 or 4 notes, but up until then, like
everything
you
was
were on
perfect.
the ride
Agreed.
with her. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And before she even started, I was almost kind of like feeling bad for Blake since he knows her and has a past with her. I'm just thinking it's just like, well, he almost has to choose her.
Yeah.
And it's gonna suck for the other guy that she's facing, but thankfully in this situation, the other guy was no contest for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
That poor guy. Because he paled in comparison. Let's talk about him. Travis Ewing, who's saying, I don't want to be by Gavin DeGraw. I think he looked angry and he sounded sloppy.
This was the worst performance of the night.
Hands down.
He had weird breath stops early on in these verses. Yeah. He was dragging. He just looked disappointed in himself, like you were saying. I think this was a prime example of someone intimidated by the person performing before him.
And I think he kind of lost all of his technique in it.
No, yeah, and you know what it is that all he was trying to do was match his voice to Gavin DeGraw's voice. And then like you said, the way he was entering some of the songs in his breath was a little bit right there. Yeah. Did you hear just cut off get into the song. It sounds quick, but this song is actually a slow song to sing if you're singing it the way you're supposed to.
Mm-hmm. Because you're supposed to sing it. He made it so choppy.
He made it so choppy and rock and roll. And he's like, I don't want to be anything. And he's like, I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately.
And this was the guy who had that great arrangement of "Say My Name" in the blinds.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what happened to him?
But
I think that's
makes
easy
sense
for him to not. Because he's a guy and Beyonce's or Destiny's Child are female singers, I think it's easier for him to take it and do his own thing.
Yes,
but I think it's what you said.
He's choosing his register.
Completely mimicking Gavin DeGraw.
Right, he was mimicking Gavin DeGraw, and then what he did well with "Say My Name" is that he was able to choose which register he wanted to sing in, and I'm sure that's his best range, and that's it.
Yeah, it was not good. It was
And didn't even go for the high note.
Yeah, I was pretty bummed about that too.
It was like, take a chance.
Obviously, Megan won.
Yeah.
I don't think that was shocked to anybody.
Thanks for playing.
So now the actual final of the night is Kimberly Nicole versus Corinne Hawthorne.
Ooh.
Kimberly saying, "If you love somebody, set them free." This was my other problem actually with R&B songs. I think she killed this performance, but had it been a different song, I would have been out of my seat. Because this song doesn't have a build, it's just kind of like steady.
It was interesting that she chose Sting.
Well, she's also lucky she won this battle.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, that being said, is amazing.
No, she 100%.
Her vocals, there's not a single thing you could do.
Not a single thing, and she owns the damn stage.
She owns the stage, she owns every song, like she's a performer, she belongs on stage, but but Corinne was just gnarly. And as far as the knockout goes, that's why.
What do you think? It's hard to, because I wish we could have like versatile songs on the show, but I get it. Like when I hear this song, I'm not like, oh yeah, I need to download this right now. And it's the song. It's a good song,
absolutely.
but it's not.
Well, maybe that's why she knocked it out now and not when you start downloading the songs.
I guess that's true. This gives her more like artistic integrity, maybe.
Right.
At this point, and I guess if you're just performing for the judges, maybe that is a little bit better. But what we've learned from covering these shows for 18 years is that you have to have a moment on the show. Like every single thing you do has to be a moment.
Yes.
And I don't think you can have a moment with a mid-tempo R&B song.
Right.
Or a mid-tempo any song.
You know who could? Lowell. Not that we saw him tonight, but
We'll get to him.
I know that, but I'm just saying because, I mean, she has that performance part, but she made the song because her movement's bigger than the song. Right, exactly. But I also see why Christina, actually thinking about it right now, I see why Christina would have picked her because the way Pharrell likes to mold, Christina doesn't. I think Christina, she's like professional in the sense where she's like, I need you to know what you're doing, and then we need to work from there. Like she wants someone grown.
She doesn't want to like.
She's not trying to teach.
There's a bar for Christina.
Yes.
So yeah, like
absolutely.
Well, that's good. Actually, like Blake and Pharrell like to help develop them.
Yes.
And Christina Adam are just like, we're gonna perfect
it. We're gonna polish you up. Yes.
Yeah.
What you're great at.
Because Christina and Adam are like, you're a great singer. Now I want to show you how you can be amazing.
Like how you could be
And Blake's like, I want to take the sad little girl and make her into a little girl who can sing.
Yeah.
No, a happy little girl.
A happy little girl. So Corinne Hawthorne was next. She sang Try by Pink. And when she said she was singing the song, we've heard it on the show so many times.
So many times.
And
at least twice a season.
Even in her auditions, I was thinking like she's going to oversing this. But she just has so much power in her voice. That
confidence.
It was insane.
And she was just like such a rock and roller to me on this.
And I love her low register.
Me too.
You don't get
too.
that pure of a low sound in women often.
Well, and it's like R&B rock voice, which is kind of different too. And it sounds so good.
It does. And I like that they said that she was very grounded when she was like walking around and stuff because she kind of was. She had control of like.
That's like my favorite quality to watch in like a pop star is like somebody that can just leave the mic and walk on the stage and you're like, damn, they're just working that stage.
Yeah.
Like she didn't look like she was worried about a thing.
No, she was just feeling it. Like like that. She wasn't thinking about she was moving. It was her delivery was making her move. Her music was making her move.
Yeah, it wasn't just like I'm moving to move.
Right,
she was not in her head at all.
Exactly.
Right.
That was great. So she obviously.
Whoa.
Didn't win.
No. Kimberly won, but she got stolen.
Kimberly won, but Pharrell stole her.
Well, because he knew Pharrell wanted Kimberly back.
I'm shocked that actually, because I feel like Christina would have loved to make her almost like she did with Jackie Lee. Because she's got and she could sing like anything from the Dirty album when Christina did like the pop rock thing.
Yeah. But the thing, like I said, Christina is smart because Kimberly from the beginning
has been amazing.
Yeah.
I mean
performance-wise and everything. No, but that's true. But I'm saying Kimberly is like Sassandra, where she's had experience.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell her to do anything. You just got to give her a good song and then hopefully help her arrange it and produce it. And that's it.
Yep.
And that's all she needs. And she's like, awesome, I got the rest.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Yeah.
So that wraps up tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ended with a bang, I feel like.
All right.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You want to get into some news and gossip?
News and gossip.
What
happened with Tess Boyer?
So what happened with Tess Boyer, Jason?
So, a bunch of, it was what, 2 seasons ago, season 6, I believe, when Tess Boyer was on.
Sounds about right.
All of these people from the show, Christina Grimmie, who else was, I think Bria Kelly, were all tweeting, where's Tess? They hadn't heard from her. Her dad was saying she's not missing, but there was this huge social media fiasco because nobody knows where Tess is. Tess just wanted to take a break from social media. And she said, I just wanted to let everybody know I'm completely fine. I'm very safe. I'm not missing. I took a break from social media and my phone and from different events in my life to completely clean out everything and to get back to where God's purpose for me is and to get back to the root of what His purpose, destiny, and calling is in my life. That's why I sacrificed everything so I can find out who that is and who He has called me to be. Stop hashtagging hashtag Tess Boyer because I'm here, but hashtag find yourself. Thanks. Hashtag you should be grateful for The Voice and that somebody with as many followers as Christina Grimmie is tweeting you.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Hashtag, that sounds like what someone would say after they just came out of rehab.
Yeah, honestly. I mean,
I'm just speculating. Don't quote me on that.
But if you don't want to be on Twitter, delete your Twitter.
Just delete the Twitter.
Don't leave it. Also, if you have all these people saying where you are, all you have to do is text them and say, hey, I'm alive. I don't want you in my life.
Maybe because she was
getting a little dramatic up in here.
She was an NFL cheerleader, right?
Tess, I don't know.
She was the NFL cheerleader, right? She was the one I wanted to marry desperately.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, she was sweet. We've interviewed her a couple times, but I don't know.
She was curvy and like tan.
This is Tess Boyer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, Tess. Glad you're not missing.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're okay.
Find yourself.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're call me.
I'm gonna find myself on Twitter, girl, though.
Yeah. Hashtag find yourself. Okay, well that wraps up the show. Where can we find you guys? That was a great transition.
You can find me on Twitter at Stephanie Giorgi. Hashtag find Stephanie Giorgi.
You can follow me on Twitter at Real Rosenberg. Wrestling fans, WrestleMania is this weekend. I'm going to be all over San Jose. Find me. I'm interviewing a bunch of superstars and divas, and I want to see AfterBuzz fans there.
Also, follow me on Instagram at SteffiG47, and tomorrow is the season finale for The Fosters, which will be big news, so any fans of those, make sure to tune in.
And follow me again at Real Rosenberg.
And you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Vine, at Jason Ikeler.
Hashtag
Jason's here. Hashtag Jason's here.
Find Jason Ikeler. And you can find AfterBuzz TV at AfterBuzz TV. We will see you guys back in here next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Find Jason.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.